Also tonight, a wave of heroin addiction is sweeping across the country, and the number of people getting hooked has jumped significantly over the last 10 years.
And the faces of those addicts also changing. More of them are younger, female, and Caucasian. Chani Putzwan here with a special report on how this trend is affecting Southern Nevada.
Well, experts, Dave, are calling this an epidemic here in Southern Nevada, and you're right. They say that the faces of addiction are transforming people who we don't often associate with heroin, the drug that is now making its way into our community, finding users who are younger and younger.
To those who knew Allie Blackmore back in high school in Henderson, she says most would remember her as a happy student who loved her friends and volleyball. But she says for years she had a secret life fueled by an addiction to heroin.
I was the type that would do anything. If he handed it to me, I was going to do it, and 90% of the time that was heroin.
And she says finding her fix was easy.
We could walk out onto the street and find somebody that had it.
She says even her own mother, a nurse, initially had no idea.
When everybody found out, it was like a big shock. Like, nobody knew, nobody expected it.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, heroin use across the country has more than doubled in the 18 to 25 age bracket. Use among women went up 100% and whites up 114%.
This is a fatal illness.
Dave Marlin, founder of Solutions Recovery, says that the old socioeconomic stereotype when it comes to drugs like heroin no longer holds.
This is showing up in Green Valley, it's showing up in Summerlin, it's showing up downtown. The opiate epidemic is the #1 health problem in our community.
And he says since his rehab facility opened in Las Vegas 10 years ago, more women and more teens are coming through the door.
I believe you could buy a $10 balloon of heroin in every high school in this valley today.
Marlin says 4 out of 5 heroin users started with prescription pills, something that 24-year-old Las Vegas native Taylor Burnett knows all too well.
Pretty much everything it touched, it messed up.
Burnett recently got clean here at Solutions Recovery after getting into drugs as young as 11. He said he started with pot, then pills, then heroin.
It was just a dark time of my life, and I don't want to go back to it.
I went to 7 funerals in 2015, and 5 of them were heroin related.
Blackmore, now 21, is married and a mother of a 7-month-old baby girl, a family that she credits for her new life that's free from addiction.
Some of us have to die so others can live. You know, it's a terrible way to look at it, but I'm just grateful that I made it out.
And by the way, heroin deaths in the U.S. are up for 3 years in a row as the #1 killer of illegal drug users. But reports say that painkillers, guys, actually kill more Americans than heroin and cocaine combined.
Well, when he says it's, it's $10, it's so much cheaper than it was so many years ago. Did they talk at all about the connection between heroin and pills?
Yeah, that's right. They say a lot of people start with pills because it gives the same high as heroin.
Okay.
So when people run out of pills, and as you said, heroin a lot cheaper. So a lot of kids now going to get heroin, and they say that it doesn't take long to get hooked. It could be as few tries, and then you get addicted. So it's really scary.
Yeah, so young too. All right, Petrania,
Thanks, Petrania.
Thank you.